Hi, I'm Maya. What is your name? I like your name. Seth is visiting the zoo. While watching lion cubs play, he notices that they have a lot of energy. The zookeeper explains to Seth how they get their energy. He also learns how he can get his own energy to play. Do you want to join Seth at the zoo? Okay, let us go. It was feeding time at the zoo. After a busy morning of running around and playing, the lion cubs were ready to eat. The zookeeper gave them some delicious meat to eat. After enjoying their meal, they were ready to play again. "Wow!" exclaimed Seth. "That food sure gave those lion cubs a lot of energy." "It sure did," said the zookeeper, coming up from behind him. "Lion cubs need a lot of energy to get through the day, and they get it from eating healthy foods." Suddenly, Seth's tummy started to growl. "Hey, my tummy is growling just like a lion cub," he exclaimed. "If I eat food, will I get energy to play too?" "Yes, humans get energy from food too," the zookeeper explained. "But the energy we get from food is for more than just playing." "What else does my body need energy for?" Seth asked. "Your body uses energy for lots of things," explained the zookeeper. "It uses energy to help you grow. It uses energy to keep you healthy. It also uses energy to help keep all the parts of your body working and moving." "Wow, I need to eat a lot of food to make sure my body has enough energy," Seth said. "Not necessarily," the zookeeper said. "You do not have to eat a lot of foods. You just have to eat the right foods. Certain foods help give you more energy than others." "How do I get energy from food?" Seth asked. "Have you ever heard of a food chain?" the zookeeper asked. "Yes," Seth replied. "A food chain shows how living things get their food." "Exactly," the zookeeper replied. "A food chain also shows how energy moves from one thing to another. Do you remember what a food chain starts with?" "All food chains start with the sun," Seth said. "Yes, all food chains start with the sun," the zookeeper repeated. "The plants absorb energy from the sun and use it to make food. When a human or animal eats food, it gets some of that energy." "So when I eat an apple, I get some of the energy the apple tree got from the sun?" Seth asked. "That's right," the zookeeper replied. "What about when I eat meat?" Seth asked. "It works the same way," the zookeeper said. "For example, grass gets energy from the sun. When a chicken eats the grass, it gets some of that energy. Then, when you eat the chicken, some of that energy is passed along to you." "There must not be a lot of energy left by the time it gets to me," Seth said. "That's true," the zookeeper replied. "By the time the energy reaches you, there is not a lot left. That is why most food chains only contain 3 or 4 plants or animals." Seth looked at the lion cubs running around. "It's a good thing the lion cubs are at the top of their food chain," he said. "It doesn't look like there will be much energy left to give by the time they're done." The zookeeper laughed. "I guess we'll just have to keep filling them up with healthy food so they have plenty of energy to play." "Speaking of filling up with healthy food," Seth said, "learning where energy comes from has made me even hungrier.
I had better go fill up on healthy foods so I can have more energy to learn and play.